2020, a year that will go down in history. Here we can see the Humanness, the dominant species on Earth for hundreds of years, is faced with a new challenge. For one that typically spent her days active and on the move, the Humanness finds herself struggling to keep up her morale. Long days are spent more sedentary than ever before. We also see the increasing lack of self-control, especially in regard to food consumption. Here we can view the Humanness eating more than is necessary to sustain life. One can assume that this is largely due to the tremendous amounts of time that the Humanness is spending in isolation. Boredom leads the Humanness to seek out food. Here we observe the Humanness out in the great unknown. This Humanness is a key player in the healthcare field, working closely with patients that have contracted the disease that sent the world into lockdown. Exhausted, the Humanness must continue to push through their days as the lives of others rest in their hands. Although the days are long and grueling, the Humanness is thankful for their work in the emergency department, as it allows them to maintain human connection, a vital element to the morale of the Humanness that was stripped from them when the world went into isolation. Many Humanness do not have this opportunity for close human interaction, many resulting in the use of phone calls, video chats, and text messaging to stay connected to loved ones. Much like our first Humanness observation and study, we now head over to a subject that has been in total isolation. This particular Humanness was diagnosed with the disease a week prior and was consequently shut out from the outside world. She was banned to the basement by her fearful housemates. Since then, she has had to learn how to survive without human interaction. As the spread of the disease continues to increase, the housemates remain upstairs, keeping their distance from the subject. To quickly pass the time, she occupies her day with various activities. Although the Humanness does not have much human interaction, she is able to stay connected with her loved ones through video chats. But as the days pass, she grows more and more delirious, hoping one day she will break free from isolation. Now we travel to this wild and dangerous land called university. Living in this university is a community of students. Contrary to what some might expect, the living conditions of this land are much worse than the other two habitats. The food here is bland and dry, and the living spaces are crowded and uncomfortable. One might be surprised to see a large community living on this barren land, but they will be much more surprised when they find out how much wealth and happiness the students are giving up just to be here. When the pandemic struck, not every student was able to get out and migrate to somewhere else. Quite luckily for us, one of the students stuck on this land is one of the rare breeds on the brink of extinction, the philosophy majors. So what does the philosophy major we have here do all day in quarantine? Well, the first thing they do is a given. They're sleep deprived, like every student, so they sleep. Besides the 30 hours they spend sleeping, they occasionally participate in this distressful activity called learning. One may wonder how any type of living organisms can live a life like this, especially since they are sleeping for more hours than a day has. But with love and affection, even philosophy majors can fight through this pandemic and continue on their path to unemployment.